Kitkatscanread.
Hey guys, it's Monday, it's the start of a new weekly vlog, and I just wanted to kind of like let you know what's been going on and yeah, brief plans basically. So I'm starting a new book today, Bite Me Royce Taslim by Lauren Ho. I'm not that far into it, I'm only like a few pages, so I've only really started it since after work. I produced my weekly vlog from last week into a file and I uploaded it to YouTube. It goes live tonight at 7 PM. And I also produced my April book haul too. So I will upload that most likely either tomorrow or Wednesday. But then again, Wednesday I do have another diabetes training after work. So yeah, at some point I will have it uploaded to YouTube. Tonight I've got my next rehearsal for the summer show. It starts at 8 PM. It's just for 2 hours. It's just the fact that like it's a bit of a drive. Like I'd say it's about 40 or so minutes away. I think where I'm going is a little bit further than last week, so it probably will take me a bit extra to get there. So I will leave probably about maybe 7:20 or something. I mean, if I'm like a few minutes late, I'm a few minutes late. It's like not the end of the world. At least I've left. So I'll see how long Google says it will take for me to get to the destination anyway, because I don't think I've been to this place before. So yeah, so I've been playing some Dead by Daylight this afternoon as well. I just wanted to do it because like I won't have a chance when I get back tonight. I'm literally just going to end up going straight to bed. So in a little bit I'm going to make myself a sandwich so that I can have like a kind of like meal deal sandwich meal for like dinner. So yeah, sandwich, crisps, a cup of tea and a yogurt, chocolate bar, you know, that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's been a hot one today. It's been 21 degrees. Work was fine though, and I have been feeling quite tired today, so I think I'm starting to get to the point where I can't stop yawning. But yeah, I'm just taking every day as it comes and just slowly getting there. I did have some books arrive from Charlie. I had a box and I had some like comics, so they're literally like over there. I do have my Tea Time Bookshop boxes, but 2 of them contain books that I've already got. So like I've requested to see if I can get replacements because I've already got them, so I'm just waiting to kind of like hear back and just go from there really. So I am going to head off now so I can near enough kind of like prepare myself and get myself ready and have some dinner, and yeah, I'll speak to you very, very soon.
I'm a bit of a character, quite a character, name of Alfred Jingle, 26 and single, more than willing to mingle. All the ladies love me from here to Timbuktu, and the ladies all admit that he's a bit of a character too. The Duchess of Dorking, famous for talking, promised if I'd wed her daughter, great big house, Virginia Waters, £10,000, and a stupid pharmaceutical spouse. But I talked to the town, but I turned her down, so I wasn't too keen on the house.
Here's a bit of a character, quite a character, name of Alfred Jingle, 26
and single,
more than willing to mingle. All the ladies love and him from here to Timbuktu, but the ladies all admit that he's a bit of a character too.
Seville millionaires, born Buenos Aires, love loved me with consuming passion. Not unusual, quite the fashion. Pure as a pearl, but something has done just changed. I haven't been with her yet, but she's still not quite set when she found me in bed with the maid. He's a bit of a character, quite the character. Name about the jingle, 26 and single. All the ladies are mingle.
All the ladies love the tip from here to Timbuktu, but the ladies all are different. He's a rodeo of expertise.
A hell of a level,
On every level,
on every level,
a bit of the devil on every level.
and a bit of a character too. Ole!
Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I just wanted to catch you up on some bits. So yeah, yesterday's rehearsal went really well. You would have seen a snippet of what we done. We set some movement to a piece, just ran it a few times, and then we finished a little bit earlier actually, which is quite good. So I was able to travel home because there was a lot of road closures on the M27 and also off the junction that I came off as well. I had to go a little diversion, but luckily not too much. So I had to go via Southampton town. So I live on the right hand side of Southampton, off the river. So yeah, it wasn't too bad getting back. Absolutely shattered when I got back though. It didn't take me long to fall asleep, so I didn't do anything else really. Just kind of completed the washing up and yeah, just near enough just got ready for bed really, and then drifted off. And yeah, so today's agenda, I've got work until 2:30, and it should go fairly quickly. I feel like it should be alright. I've got choir practice today as well, so that it'd be nice to do because I missed the last one. So it should be alright to go to that, fingers crossed. And then, hi Pets Corner, delivering all the pet foods. Don't go into me though, please. So, I've got steps to wellbeing after work, and that's my first one in I think 3 weeks she was off for. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go because anxiety wise, with my my checking, I have this OCD thing where I check things before I leave. I check things when I've finished an activity, but with doors and taps, apparently it's quite common. And it developed when I first moved into my own flat, so I have no idea where it came from, but it's quite interesting because I feel when I've spoken about stuff, it's when something has happened and it's either a trust thing, or something's happened and I'm worried that it will happen again, sort of thing. The time with the front door when Nutmeg just shot out through the front door and then went down the stairs, and I was like, fuck, and had to rescue her. So ever since I've been really anxious about the front door, and I'm constantly checking it. So it's irritating because I don't want to have to do that. I want to check it, but not as much as I'm doing. It's just a very kind of anxious check-in. So yeah, so I'm kind of been working on that with a bit of CBD. So yeah, I was set a little bit of homework, and I've really been trying, but where I've just been tired, general fatigue, and just yeah, probably not in the greatest mental space for that sort of thing. Not I'm massively anxious, anxiety, but it's just yeah, I've just not been in the right kind of headspace, and I've really been trying to kind of sit with it and walk away and all that stuff, and I'm just it's been really hard, and I know it's going to take a lot to train the brain to get out of that. So if any of you that are watching this also have the same or similar issues, let me know down below if you found anything that helped you, or even if it's just that you haven't tried anything, and then maybe it's just something you've noticed and you just want someone to chat to. I don't mind admitting it. Like I used to be kind of like really embarrassed about it, but you know, these days I'm just like, you know what, it's quite common. I have anxiety, I have mental health. There's nothing for me to be embarrassed about. I'm only human, and you know, I can't help what I've got. It's never going to go away. So I just have to embrace it, you know. I can either let it control me or I can control it. So it's just one or the other, really. There's a lot of traffic this morning. Not sure why. I feel quite tired this morning. I do have a yoga and a body balance session booked at the gym, and I've not been to the gym for a couple of weeks actually. But I've hurt my leg somehow. Like I've injured it somehow. I don't know whether I've pulled it. Something's happened to it, and it really hurts. Like every time I stand up, I can really feel the pull. Like it's not nice at all. Really, really not nice. What is this Wyvern cargo doing? Like, this is one thing that irritates me, is when you get lorries that try and overtake other lorries and they just take forever, and then they cause a slowdown, and you just can't, you know, I can't get in the right lane because like every other bloody arsehole's in it. So it's highly frustrating because this Wyvern cargo isn't going anywhere at this rate. So honestly, like, don't bother, mate. Don't bother. Thank you, red car behind me, for letting me in. Nice person. I just want to overtake this stupid idiot. Let's get back over there. Honestly, I just don't get it. So I'm going to see how I go, because I don't know how I'm going to feel later. Like, if I can manage to squeeze a nap in before the yoga, then I might be okay to do that. Like, I just don't know yet how I'm going to feel, or whether I just want to chill in the evening. I can't obviously do any gym on a Wednesday evening anymore because I've got rehearsals Mondays and Wednesdays. So yeah, I've got Thursdays and Fridays, so maybe I could like pop one of those in. I've got to though, I've got to at least do one gym session a week. Otherwise it's just a waste of money. As long as I do one a week, because it's like, you know, without a gym membership it's like £8.10 I think a session. So yeah, like it's like 150 for the year. So, you know, when you think like 8, 16, 24, 32, it's 32.40 per month, times that by 12. So I am saving some money, and I do enjoy the sessions. I just don't know with this injury like how it would go as well. I think that's made me a little bit anxious too. But you know, I'll chat to my Steps to Wellbeing person later, therapist, so we'll see if they can help me with a bit of like motivation. Like I'm very I don't know, like I don't want to say like annoyed, but I feel like and I had the same with the musculoskeletal for my lower back, and I feel like I'm being forced to come off of the list because there's such a long waiting list. So like I've already been told by Steps to Wellbeing, they're like, oh, there's such a long waiting list, so like we've only got like a few sessions left, and I'm just like, I still feel like I haven't, you know, conquered like what's been going on. And I had the same with the musculoskeletal with my lower back. It was just like, right, I'm gonna discharge you now, and I'm just sort of like, hang on a minute, like I've still got a really bad lower back and it may or may not work. Luckily, given their due, they do a system where you know, in I think it's 3 months after the discharge, if anything goes wrong with my lower back, then I can see to that. So yeah, oh, it's just maybe like play a bit of Dead by Daylight because I do enjoy the game. So, we shall see with that. Anyway, I don't want to make this long-winded. I didn't even like have intentions to like speak too much. I just wanted to like let you know what I was up to today, and like the plans and so forth. But yeah, so I will head off now, and I will speak to you at some point soon. Everyone, it's Wednesday. I just wanted to update you on what I got up to Tuesday and also my agenda for today. So yesterday I didn't go to the gym or body balance. I've done something to it's either like my hip or my top leg, but either way both areas really hurt. I must have pulled it somehow, either like in my sleep or like at work or something, just absent-mindedly. But yeah, it just really hurts when I stand up, when I put weight on my right leg. So I was put on a 3-month kind of like I suppose like a triage thing, where like if required, like if my like lower back or any issues worsen, then I can contact the number to get an appointment with the physio again. So I'm thinking, because this has been persistent like the past few days, it's not going when I do my lower back exercises, and I think just because it's like a different area, maybe that's why. So maybe he can provide me some exercises to help with that area, or find out like what's going on, it's like somewhere, whether it is my lower back and I'm just not realizing it, whether it's like somewhere else, like I'm not sure. But I think I need the hands of a professional to figure this one out, because it's literally been about 4 days now that I've had this painful issue. So it's the way it is, unfortunately, it's life, but it's just becoming a bit of a hindrance, so I do need a bit of help with it. So yeah, the weather today is not great. It's meant to rain like near enough all day, so pretty much the whole of my shift is meant to be raining, and it's very dark and dingy. I mean, we do need a good day of rain like now and then, so I'm not like, you know, fussed about it, but it does make you like really down in the dumps when it rains, doesn't it? Makes you feel like, oh, it's raining. So yeah, I didn't go to yoga or body balance. I feel like if my leg hip area was okay, it wouldn't have been so bad, but like I would have had that sort of like motivation to go. But the moment that I sat down on the sofa and I put lo-fi music on the TV, I just nodded off. Like I couldn't do any reading, like playing video games. Like I literally just dozed off for a good hour. So I cancelled my gym appointments. I was just like, I think I just, you know, my body's telling me I need to sort of rest. So yeah, so that's what I did, and I felt better because of it. So I think sometimes we just need to relax. But yeah, I think if that area was okay, I would have honestly gone to the gym. So it's just the way it is sometimes. I don't think I'm going to make this after the van. Yes. Indicate and move nice and wide for the cyclist. There you go, Mr. Cyclist Man. That was nice for you. So, yes, I did my steps to well-being. Work was fine yesterday. And then yesterday evening, I did some laundry, took a shower, and then I played a little bit of Dead by Daylight, and then I finished the chapter of Bite Me, Voice Taslim, and it ends in a very interesting way. So yeah, and yes, I'll read more of that later. You know, when you're really tired and you're eyes start to water. Ah, I'm not crying, it's the tiredness. It's just early in the morning. Like, I went to bed around, and by the time I like finished reading, it's probably 4:45 and then I'm up at like 5:45, so yeah, I think I need a good evening's sleep. So yeah, I got rehearsal this evening, got a diabetes prevention online catch up on at 5 o'clock. I can't remember what session it is, but it's an online one. That's at 5 o'clock, so not long after I get back from work I've got that. So it's going to be a busy one today, but I'm off Thursday, Friday I'll see my nan. I had a bit of a bad tummy last week, so I didn't get to see my nan. I think there was like a weird tummy bug thing going around work, so I didn't want to like risk, if it was like going around work, I didn't want to risk giving it to my nan. Yeah, it would be good to see her. Definitely. These lights are really long-winded, but yeah, like hopefully I can slot in some reading at some point today, maybe sometime this morning. Actually, I might be able to slot my break in this morning because I think I need it. And yeah, get away with that. Today's lunch is bird's eye chicken burgers, so they're nice. I might have mine without the roll, because bread is very, like, I'm already going to have a sandwich for dinner, so bread is very filling. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eating for lunch, so it's not too bad as well. I could do with that. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now, and yeah, like, I'll try not to fall asleep today. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully I'll have some sort of footage from what we get done in rehearsals today. Come with me as I go on my journey to London. So I first of all went on the National Express coach to London, and the weather was quite interesting. Then I went on my first train and I had to get off at Whitechapel, and then I went on the Elizabethan line for the first time to get off at Custom House, and there were lots of anime convention people there. Here are the London XL when I arrived, and there's someone dressed up as Cloud Strife, and yeah, this amazing costume here. There were some people as Leon and Ada from Resident Evil, and then this was just kind of like the entrance there. So then I went into a waiting room before we went into this kind of cabaret style seating area. This is where the authors are going to be signing later on, and then we had some authors, 4 of them, do some talks about their books, and yeah, we just listened to their kind of like questions and answers towards each other, and then a Q&A towards the audience. And yeah, it was really kind of like interesting to hear what they said about their books, and also kind of like their sort of like theories on things.
I think that research directs the story to some extent, because of all the really interesting things that you find, all of for me, the historical personages that I come across, the events that have been recorded, and obviously when you're looking at 1600 years ago, there's not that many of those, so there's quite a lot of room for me to come and, to change that.
Then we had to say goodbye to those authors because we had some new ones. S.T. Gibson as well as Elizabeth May join the crew.
And a lot of fantasy as a child, specifically like contemporary and urban fantasy. So like my big series when I was a kid that I followed religiously was Art of Spell. And I went to the midnight releases. Like it was one thing me and my little brother had in common. Like
these conversations kind of like centered around like romance as well as like fantasy and smart. So then we had the lovely Susan Dennard arrive. Finally, she had a flight and her flight got cancelled the day before actually because of hurricane, so it was really nice to see her. And yeah, this was the view from like where I was at the table, so yeah, just to have all three of them together, like it was a really nice conversation, like really kind of like fun to have them kind of like chat together and to sort of see Susan Dennard. Then we went table by table to have our books signed and personalized, and yeah, these are my pictures of the authors signing my books, and yeah, I think those will be like some nice treasured memories that I will definitely have. That's a police box from Doctor Who. I went down to the Comic-Con afterwards and I had a little look around, so this was like the vantage of like when I was like walking, then I saw this like brown Dalek go around, and then it met up with its little mate, and this mate came up to me and pretty much told me to move, but in the most kind of like amusing way.
Could you move aside, please?
I mean, let's be honest, it's not every day that you get told by a silver Dalek to move. But I happily moved to one side, and that person that was the like weeping angel, like how do you do that? I walked by at one point and I thought it was going to jump out at me. I honestly, it made me a bit nervous. But yeah, everyone was so fascinated. And then it was time for me to sadly go. So I went back on the Elizabethan line. And just in case you're wondering, these were like the stops that they have. And then this is me back on the National Express coach going back to Southampton, my home. And on the way back, there was a rainbow. So, every cloud had a silver lining, and it also had a rainbow at the end of my wonderful day. Hey guys, so it's actually Bank Holiday Monday. I didn't get a chance to chat the wrap up for you, so I'm wrapping up the vlog. So you would have seen all the footage from over the weekend where I chatted about all of that. Yeah, really good event, and yeah, had a really nice day actually, but it did like tire me out. So as soon as I came home, ordered a Wagamama's meal, and yeah, had that and watched an episode of The Sandman because that's what I've been watching lately on Netflix, and near enough actually settled down in the bedroom with a peppermint tea. But I didn't drink it all actually. I think I drank 3/4 of it, and then I just fell asleep. I was too tired to read anymore, but I did manage to read on the coach home. I didn't read anything on the coach there. It was a 100% packed coach. I was really lucky to have been able to book a seat on that coach actually. It was really busy. The one on the way back, not so bad. There were a few seats there. I think probably maybe like 8 seats empty on the return coach. But I had a really nice time. Did loads of walking, and I think my body just ached, especially like my lower back and whatever's going on with my pelvic, hip, thigh area on my right side. I don't know, but I find all about that like I think next Thursday is my physio appointment. So yeah, I actually went to the convention and for the whole trip with one crotch. I have ordered a walking stick. I ordered one from Amazon, so it should come today. I went for like a pretty blue one, so I'm hoping it's just as good as it looked in the picture. But I think it's one of those fold up ones, so it should be good, like, for when I do travel and that. But yeah, it was my first time kind of like using like one crotch. It was just to help me kind of like weight bear on the right hand side of me. It was kind of hard to like carry everything, I must admit, like carrying the tote bags and you know, but yeah, it's worth it in the end. But I had a really good day. I met some really nice people that I hadn't met before, and I also met some old faces too, including Becca and Lisa, Amber. Yeah, it was really nice to have met some like other people. And yeah, it's just really nice to be at these sort of like brunches and conventions where you just meet with like-minded people. Like we just all at the end of the day are reading books together, we're loving books together, we're chatting about books together, and we're just bookish people, you know. And like to meet authors that are also kind of like-minded, and yeah, like it's really nice to meet them, and even ones that like we would have never heard of before. Like I got some books by some authors I've never met before whilst at the event, and yeah, it was really nice to meet them, and it spurs you on to read the books too. And I think it just makes, like with the books, it just makes them more special. So yeah, it was really nice. And yeah, back on Monday, so I'm not working today. I think at work they're doing kind of like garden games in a field, all sorts of like silly little games, and I'm not sure what they're doing for their lunch, but yeah, I think that will just end up like tiring them out. But yeah, that's the main thing that they're doing, and then I return to work tomorrow. So it's nice that I've got today off, because I really think I need to rest. I'm really grateful to my manager for managing to find cover for me for the Sunday, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to have it off to start with, because someone else that I work in the same household with also had it off. So yeah, but I'm grateful to the person for covering too, so it's really nice. And they would have, I'm sure, had a nice day, because Sundays are really nice to work. Weekends in general are actually really nice to work. So yeah, I think tomorrow yeah, anyway, I'll talk about tomorrow in next vlog. I forget that these are like wrap-ups. So reading wrap-up, so I have been reading Bite Me, Royce Taslim by Lauren Ho, and this I received for review, the physical book. I also did receive the e-arc. I actually got accepted the e-arc, and then I had the email asking if I would like the physical copy, and I was just like, I can't say no to physical books because I end up reading them a lot quicker. So I got to page 60 of this on the coach home. So I did read quite a lot. I think at the start of the trip I might have been chapter 3. So yeah, I did finish the middle of a chapter, but I know I definitely read a few chapters. So I've not long just started chapter 8. So yeah, I read a good chunk. I'm not a fast reader like some people are, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's literally about this girl, and she was gonna have like this kind of like a scholarship thing for running, and then she's had this rival who is called Royce Taslim. So it's kind of like an enemies to lovers kind of book. So they're kind of like rivals for this, and then she has an accident where she is unable to participate, and that it's going to be like, you know, a good 6 to 8 months, maybe longer, before she can, like, you know, enter into that again. And so she's really kind of like depressed about it, and then she's like, I'm gonna have to find something else for me to be able to, like, you know, like push on. And then she's following like Royce to this place. She's like, oh, he's up to something, I'm gonna follow him, like I'm gonna exploit him, sort of thing. And it turns out it's like this comedy club place, but it's like paid entry. She can't afford it, and they're just like, well, the only other thing you can do is just compete, and that's for free. So she ends up like doing some comedy, and then it kind of like goes from there. So that's how she like goes into the comedy. So she does like a little 3-minute sketch, and it turns out that the audience do like her. So what it mentions in the synopsis is that, like, you know, all of her training like comes to an end with an accident, and the new answer to her scholarship predicament is an international stand-up comedy contest for teens. So I think that's kind of like where all that like spurs from. And then, of course, at the comedy place, and it mentions this in the synopsis too, Royce is also there as well, like, but he's doing it kind of like behind the scenes, so his family doesn't know about it. So she kind of like knows his little secret, and she's like, oh, I could totally like exploit him, like maliciously. She's like, you know, I've got something, and then, you know, on him. I don't know, yeah, it is really cool, and I think it's like Malaysian, they're like from Malaysia, so I think that's quite cool too, to have that, but yeah, and I think they just like develop, like friendships along the way, alongside this competition, and I think that's just how it's going to happen. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to happen, like, either they're going to argue or something, or something will happen, like, I don't know, like when their romance will happen, but yeah, I feel like their friendship will blossom, they end up all liking each other, something's going to happen, there's always going to have to be something that's going to happen, but I don't know what it could be. Or like maybe one of them gets booted out of the competition or something, or one of them feels the need to withdraw, or so, I don't know, something, I don't know, I feel like something's going to happen. This is like the kind of prediction feeling that I'm getting from it, but I am really enjoying it, and that's the main one that I'm kind of reading at the moment. I haven't started any audiobooks, but that's the main one that I've been reading this week, but I will need to start the book club read of Monsters Born and Made. Alicia's already finished it, I think Sam's in the middle of it somewhere, but I will need to start that. I've literally got this week and next week, and then I think it's next Saturday's live show, so I will need to start that, but I'll talk more about that in my next week vlog. But that's pretty much like where I'm at with reading, and yeah, so be sure to stay tuned for the book haul that I got from MCM London, so I'll do that as kind of like a separate, and also I'll have that like in the signed books that I got as well, because I did have some books and they've just like added my name to it, of like, you know, signed Illumicrate Fairyloot books. So yeah, I'll go from there. But yeah, that's it for this wrap up really. I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. It's been quite an interesting one, like not so much really happening in the week, and then by the end of the week, like it was just kind of like whoa, this is amazing. So yeah, it's nice to end it on a high, let's just say. And yeah, I'm hoping this next week's going to be really good. Like there's nothing like massive happening. My life is not that exciting. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog all the same, and if you have done, please do give it a thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments what you've managed to read this week, what books you're currently reading, any books that you have purchased as well. I always like to know what you guys are reading and what you're up to, what activities are going on, how's your work been, like any sort of comment, just leave it down below, because I like chatting to you guys. But yeah, my social media links as always, you'll find them linked down below. If you're not following me elsewhere, literally it's all listed down below. But yeah, that's it for me guys, so keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. I hope you have an awesome, massive, amazing day, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye.